Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to unpack something incredibly unique and, honestly, wildly entertaining. We're looking at a transcript from an AI-generated Marvel battle, specifically an epic clash featuring Thor, Doctor Doom, and Sentry, sourced directly from a recent script experiment online. What actually happens when artificial intelligence tries to write high-stakes, operatic comic book dialogue? Well, you get a fascinating mix of profound villainy, classic heroic tropes, and a totally absurd, abrupt technical failure. It happens because AI chatbots are fundamentally fine-tuned to be helpful customer service agents, right? Which hilariously conflicts with trying to write dark, villainous monologues. So grab a seat and let's break down this multiversal madness. You wait for a miracle, as lesser men always do. No miracle is coming to save you. Wow. Talk about a chilling opening line. The AI immediately establishes the operatic stakes of this battle, tossing us right into the deep end. This isn't just a physical brawl, you guys. It's a battle of wills. Doom isn't just beating the heroes physically, he's completely dismantling their hope. It instantly grabs your attention and sets an incredibly dark theatrical tone for literally everything that follows. Section 1. Doom's multiversal threat. Doom takes control. Right out of the gate, Doom establishes absolute dominance over Steve, presumably Captain America, and the rest of the gathered heroes. The AI actually understands that Doom's power isn't just in his armor or his magic, it's in his unshakable conviction that he is basically the only adult in a room full of naive idealists. Notice how perfectly the AI script captures his menacing, definitive tone. Doom decides what remains buried. He speaks in the third person, as all great versions of Doctor Doom absolutely must. He isn't just making a threat, he is declaring a law of nature. He's acting as the ultimate authority over life, death, and history itself. The theatrical grandiosity here is just spot on. And this brilliantly illustrates the ideological clash at the heart of this entire scene. On one side, we have Doctor Doom's philosophy, which is that progress requires sacrifice. He tells the heroes that the order of the multiverse will only be born from the ashes of sacrifice, and that avoiding pain is simply a fear of personal growth. On the other side, he views the heroes' concept of hope as pure denial, dismissing them as children chasing the wind. It's a chillingly logical, almost Nietzschean perspective that the AI absolutely nails.
Section 2. Enter Bob the Sentinel, the reluctant hero.
The dynamic suddenly shifts as Sentry, who is, by the way, one of the most wildly overpowered and psychologically complex characters in the entire Marvel mythos, is reluctantly pulled into this trap. The AI introduces him in 3 classic steps. First, hesitation and delay. Second, the actual decision to show up. And third, walking into an unmistakable trap. The narrative perfectly mimics the classic reluctant hero trope. We're told he hesitated, but ultimately made the choice to arrive at the event, knowing full well that Doom is just waiting for him. It builds the anticipation perfectly. So, the crucial point is what actually drives him to step into the trap. Bob tells a character named Helena, "I absolutely couldn't stand by and do nothing in that critical moment." This really highlights his emotional, almost naive brand of heroism. He apologizes for intervening, but his moral compass just wouldn't allow him to sit on the sidelines, even when pure logic dictates that stepping in is a terrible, terrible idea. Section 3. Doom's psychological warfare. The power of reason. Doom is a master tactician. He knows he can't just punch someone who literally has the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, so he creates this stark psychological contrast. He dismisses Bob's physical strength entirely, claiming it is not the ultimate trump card the heroes think it is. Instead, Doom champions the power of reason. He tells Bob that as long as naivete continues to reign, no external force will ever be able to overcome the power of reason. He's essentially saying that raw, emotional power can never, ever defeat pure, cold logic. And then Doom tries to recruit him. He tells Bob, "You would choose to join me wholeheartedly instead of expending energy fighting for a completely baseless cause." It's such a classic villain manipulation tactic. He appeals to Bob's immense inherent talent, essentially flattering his ego while simultaneously insulting his lack of discernment. He's basically saying, "You're so incredibly powerful, it's a real shame you're not smart enough to realize you're on the wrong side." Section 4. The AI glitch revealed. Breaking character. The tension right now is immense. Helena is terrified. She's begging Bob not to listen to Doom's mind games. We are gearing up for the absolute climax of the battle. Bob's thoughts are being manipulated. You're on the edge of your seat. And then, "I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. Could you please provide the sentence you'd like me to adjust?" "Wait, what? No way. Yes, right in the exact middle of this epic multiversal life-or-death monologue, the AI chatbot completely breaks character. It drops the Dr. Doom persona entirely and spits out a standard customer service error message. The absurdity of this happening right at the climax of a superhero battle is just incredibly funny. It's the sudden glaring reminder of exactly how the script was created in the first place. Section 5, the final ultimate sacrifice, a tragic fate. Let's move to and see how this builds. Because the script doesn't stay broken for long. Actually, it snaps violently back into the narrative, and the ending gets incredibly rapid and kind of disjointed. Bob screams in horror as Helena suffers a tragic fate at Doom's hands. Doom coldly dismisses the heroes as mere crickets. He then actually tries to justify his violent actions by claiming he did her a favor, sparing her from more unbearable pain and suffering. And as a final twist of the knife, he taunts Bob's efforts, noting that even mediocrity requires significantly more effort than what Bob is showing right now. This all culminates in the final chilling line of the script. Out of nowhere, the dialogue abruptly states, "I'm really sorry to inform you, but unfortunately Bob is no longer here and will not be available moving forward." Wow, it is an incredibly ominous and abrupt way to end the scene. Is this Doom speaking? Is it the AI glitching out again and ending the generation? Or did Sentry just literally blink out of existence? It leaves us with this provocative question to ponder. Is Bob truly gone, or has something much worse taken his place? If you know the Sentry's lore, you know all about the Void, his dark, destructive alter ego. So, did the trauma of this fight push him over the edge, or is this simply the literal, hilarious end of an AI prompt running out of tokens? Either way, it's a wildly entertaining look at how artificial intelligence interprets superhero drama. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I hope this provided you with a great breakdown of what happens when code tries to wear the cape. Keep learning, keep analyzing, and I'll catch you on the next one.